Alright, there's a million videos online about learning a high income skill. Half of them say learn copywriting, the other half says learn dropshipping. But nobody actually tells you which ones could make you money the fastest, which ones scale long term, and which ones are just a waste of time. I've literally seen people go from 0 to 10 grand a month with the right skill, and I've seen people grind for a year straight learning the wrong one. So I made this tier list ranking the 7 biggest skills for 2026. Each skill will be ranked on how hard it is to actually make money in that skill, how fast you can start to make money, and how much leverage each skill gives you. We'll start from the bottom by going through the pros and cons of each skill, and by the end of this video, you will know what skill to start learning in 2026. All right, let's start with trading. On paper, it literally looks like the dream. I mean, you have no boss, no clients, full freedom, and technically it's like infinite upside. But it's unfortunate because it takes years to see your first dollar. Like, it actually takes multiple years of work every single day to see your first profitable trade. The emotional swings go crazy. You have to have such a tough mindset to get through trading, and this alone makes people quit after like the first month. You'll see people literally not making a single dollar and losing money for years on end until they actually see that first paycheck in their bank account. It's not that trading doesn't work, because it absolutely works. I mean, look at TJR, he makes a bunch of money. It's just brutal when you're starting out with no money and you're trying to make your first income stream online. I'm gonna throw trading into D tier. Now, it's got a huge ceiling, but the floor is there. Especially if you don't have cash flow and you're trying to make your first money online, it's not the move. Next up is AI automation, and this one is going crazy online right now. The upside is massive. Businesses will pay a lot of money to fix repetitive problems in their business for cheap. You only need like 1 or 2 clients, and it builds like genuine leverage over time. However, it's not just a plug and play. There's a genuine learning curve if you're not already in tech, and it's almost impossible to sell if you don't have the proof up front. And as you're seeing now, the tech will change consistently, changing up what model you use and what software is going to be relevant at that current moment. But once you get that first case study, it just snowballs. I got to put AI automation in A tier. It's like the slowest to start, but once you get that ball rolling, it's not going to stop, especially with the way the market's going right now. Next up, we have brand scaling. Now, this is probably the skill I've seen most kids actually try and fail at. It's just this year with Brez and all these other creators that made it so big. Like, everyone and their grandma has a brand scaling agency nowadays. And to be honest, for good reason, right? It has high retainers. You literally have rev share. You learn systems, leadership, and most importantly, how to scale something that actually works. Like, you're literally building valuable skills. However, it's not beginner friendly. It's complex. You need proof, and it actually takes a long time to get off the ground, especially if you don't have a client right away. But I mean, once you have some reps in sales or even marketing, this just seems like the next logical step. However, if you're getting into brand scaling, you're not actually getting into the game of scaling brands. You're getting into the game of cold calling businesses all day long, getting hung up on like 24/7 until you land that first client. For these reasons, I'm going to toss brand scaling in C tier. Same thing, high barrier, but massive upside if you get it right. Next, ecom and dropshipping. Now, everyone's tried this one. I know I have. I know like 7 of my friends that have. The idea is like amazing. You know, you pick a product, you run ads, you just make money while you sleep. It's like passive income, everyone thought. I mean, think about the pros. Like, the upside is crazy. Some of the way these businesses sell, I'm kind of jealous myself. You're running a genuine business, right? And it actually forces you to become productive and knowledgeable in an actual area of business with marketing. However, the competition is ridiculous. Everyone and their grandma has a dropshipping store, especially for these products that you just see pop up on the internet, especially TikTok. There's high testing costs, and the barrier to entry is bananas. Like, there is so many failures before you find that first winning product. It definitely works, don't get me wrong, but you're going to burn through a couple $100s before it actually clicks. And for most of these skills, you can obviously buy a mentorship, but that's not the point of this video. So for those reasons, I'm dropping ecom in B tier. It's a solid skill set, but not the easiest to start. Now we've got copywriting. Honestly, one of the most underrated skills that I've seen so far. I mean, think about it, right? Like, every business needs it. You don't need any capital to start, and you're like sharpening your sales and persuasion skills. It's like a no-brainer. I'd say the biggest downside of copywriting is just going to be the fact that it's very saturated. Tons and tons of beginners underprice themselves, and it takes a long time to actually lead to like real proof. Still an extremely solid foundation you can build early on for your career. I'm going to put copywriting into B tier. It's easy to start, it's quick to monetize, and it actually compounds into most skills on this list. Now we have content creation. The leverage multiplier. I love content creation. This is like where your attention becomes equity. Your videos, your posts, your content, it becomes like a machine that will promote you and give you authority for years. Honestly, it's slow to start. Your algorithm could care less about your feelings, but once it compounds, it's game over. It is such a good skill to have. I mean, think about it. The creators that stick out, like, literally never have to run ads again. I mean, think about it. Like, if you as a person watch a streamer for 12 hours a day for a whole year, it's almost human instinct to give back to that person. That's why all these dudes get so much donations. Same thing goes for when you're trying to sell an offer or like scale something online. It's so valuable. I'm going to throw content creation in S tier. Now, it's not the fastest to learn, but it's so scalable. I just realized I didn't put Shopify in the tier list, so just give me a sec. There we go. All right, where you belong. Last up, we have the new rising one, high ticket sales. This last one literally changed everything for me. You can make your first dollar in a week. There's no startup cost. And the best part is it forces you to get good at communication skills and improves your discipline. Yeah, you know, your income might fluctuate a little bit and it might take some time to get on a good offer, but literally nothing builds confidence, skills, and cash flow like that fast. So I'm going to rip high ticket sales into S tier. It's easily the most transferable skill and the easiest to learn in 2026. So that's the full list, but here's the part that people might miss. The right skill for me or anybody else might not be the right one for you. If you want money fast, start with sales. It builds cash flow and confidence instantly. If you want long-term leverage, stack content creation and ecom. If you're analytical or tech-driven, obviously AI automation is going to be like your playground. And if you're creative and love storytelling, you're going to be best suited for copywriting or content. See, each skill that I have on this list is there for a reason. It can make you rich. See, the trick is actually picking the one that fits your current season, right? Are you in the cash flow stage or are you in the leverage stage? See, that's the question that actually matters. Pick one. Commit to it for 90 days, track it, and you are going to make a lot more progress than the guy that's just sitting in his bed watching Netflix for a year straight.